What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about emplaced weapons in Armory Forger in the 1.5 experimental. We're just going to go through how you actually install these and even just sort of look at some of the ways that these can be used. They're a lot harder to see, which is really good, but the takeaway from all of this, I suppose, is that the best way to efficiently use these emplacements is to have a group of friends. So maybe one or two other friends to help you with these emplaced machine guns, because they are a bit of a pain to haul around, especially in the new conflict game mode with including your allocated rank. It's not impossible to get all of the parts from one player, but it is kind of annoying having to haul it around and do it all yourself. If you want this to be fast and efficient, it's definitely a lot better to have a friend. Now, in saying that, in conflict, HQ conflict, you won't be able to have all of these items on your person. So you can only have, say, the actual gun or the actual tripod. This is what it's going to look like when you actually pick up these items. So as you can see here, I'm going to pick up the weapon and you get a massive canvas bag strapped to your back. Now, this system, it's kind of iconic of Arma, but it's something that, I don't know, I feel like you should just be able to hold these items in your hand. Having them on your back is kind of, I don't know. I think it's just more realistic being able to carry these items in your hand instead of having some imaginary backpack that just gets strapped to your back. In saying that, it's the same with the legs, and it's also the same with the mortars. Now, if you want to see what these things look like, the mortar comes in its cannon, the bipod, and the base plate. So to actually assemble these things, you'd think, oh yeah, maybe I'd need a repair tool. Funnily enough, no. All you need is the parts and your shovel. As you can see here, I can assemble the NSV with the tripod and the scope, or I can assemble it without the scope, but I will have to take the scope away for it to be able to assemble. So for this instance, I'm just going to put the scope down and I'm going to assemble the tripod with the scope. It's very quick. And there we go. We've got our assembled weapon. So to actually use these, you'll need the 50 round NSV API or API-T. And you can only carry 2 at a time. So this is why I say you might need a few more friends. Someone who's actually like an ammo bearer if you're going to use this. And all you need to do is dump the magazines in the tripod. So you can only put 3 in. And I'll just show you what it looks like. So there we go. This is what this looks like. I'm going to reload this real quick. Now, I really love this edition. It's something that I've wanted for a really long time, because I really hated the compositions that came with the construction truck. I really was not a fan of them. This, on the other hand, is so much more low profile, so much more stealthy. And if you wanted to, you could also build around these things. So I'll just get a construction truck and I'll show you. Okay, so I've spawned in a truck and I've got it loaded with supplies. And as you can see here, you can get a choice of like small camo nettings. Now I've got the truck too close, haven't I? You can build netting on it. You can just use like real small sandbags. But I'm going to just use the netting. So you have a great opportunity to create ambushes or just protected little areas. Now, I think the one big benefit of actually being able to do this is you're actually able to put these up on buildings and in like elevated areas. And one really funny place that I've put them, let me just show you. Okay, so as you can see, I was able to put this machine gun in the tower of the Montanak Church. And as you can see, this is just totally because I'm in single player, but you can see a lot from up here. Now, obviously on a server, the render distance isn't this much, but my god, I wish it was, because damn, this game looks so much better with a massive render distance. So, you know, get your wonderful little ambushing brains out there and find some really unique places to put these things. And I'm just going to talk about something here real quick that still sort of bums me out about these things. You know, I don't know if other people agree with me here, but it's something that I think needs to be talked about. It's probably very petty. It's 2025, and we don't have reloading animations for these emplaced weapons. It's sort of annoying not knowing why, because it adds so much more quality to the game. It would be just so much nicer if we could have some proper reloading animations for this thing, because they've got the sounds, they've got everything except for the animation, and I don't know. I just would like to know why. I've been told in the past that it's hard, and you know, all of this other stuff, and I get that. If we don't get animations for these in Arma Reforged, I really hope in Arma 4 that changes, because it's just it's lame, man. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. You know, you got games like Squad, and that's probably the only thing I'm really going off, is that the animations in that for these emplaced weapons are amazing. They are visceral, they are so real, and they just make you feel so powerful when using these things. You're going from ripping heads off, and then you're just doing this. It takes you out of the action, in my opinion. This is exactly the same for the M2 Browning. I would argue that the M2 Browning is even worse than the NSV in regards to the fact that, well, I mean, the belt doesn't even move on the damn thing. So as you can see, the box magazine's just sort of stuck to the side. There's not even any ammo coming into the weapon. It's very slapdash. I just wish that they'd give these emplaced weapons a little TLC. It's great that we're able to actually emplace these things, but please give the actual weapons some TLC. Like, that's all I ask. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the rest of this video. If you like Arma Reforged and you want to keep up to date with their updates and everything that's coming in the near future, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I hope I see you guys out there on the battlefield.